don't want to see any more of these films. Please just stop. Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. So Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul stars Alicia, Charlie Wright, Tom Hart, and Jason Brucknoff. And it's the story of Greg and his family are going on a road trip in their dad's car because it's their grandma's birthday. And they want to go up and see and celebrate it because it's her 78th, I think. No, 80th. 80th. It's her 80th. And basically, during their trip, they go through a terrible of different funny things that go on and terrible events. And Greg is also on this trip, but not to see his Mima. A terrible incident happened to Greg that was embarrassing, humiliating. He's using this road trip to try and go to Xtown to play with his all-time most popular favourite gamer and get on YouTube and become famous again. I was a little bit disappointed by this, to be honest. I just felt it was completely pointless. There was hardly any story, and it wasn't that funny. There are mixed feelings about these films. Most people say that these films are rubbish, ridiculous and stupid. Some of them like them. Me, on the other hand, I kind of like them. To be fair, I loved growing up with these films. To me, it was just a classic story about a pathetic little wimpy boy who everything bad happens to him. His parents never listen to him. His brother's a complete dick who treats him like terrible shit. His best friend is the most childish boy you've ever met, and it's just seeing him suffer in these films. And it's funny. It's funny, the things that happen to him. It's quite funny. And to be fair, it's a bit stupid, but that's what I like. I do have a weak spot for these films. I do kind of enjoy them. They are a pretty good, decent set of films. And, you know, I do like The Diary of the Wimpy Kid. I think it's quite a funny film. The first one was really good. And I gave the first one 2 stars when I first saw it because it's got that same thing. Childish humour, good storyline, good friendship, good chemistry, quite funny, and direction was pretty good. So I'd say that one. And then we got on to the second one, which was Roderick Rules. And in this one, as you guys remember, if you have seen it, Greg and his brother, they have a row. It's about their rivalry and how they bounce off each other. And it's also featuring a talent show and a very pretty girl called Holly Hills that Greg wants to go out with. And I like the way they split the story. There's half the story is about Greg and Roderick's relationship, and the other part is Greg trying to impress this girl. And it's funny because, you know, you kind of see the rivalry between them two and how Roderick tortures his brother. And it's quite funny the things that Roderick does to him in it. And it's funny when Greg tries and impresses the girl because it just all goes wrong. And, you know, it's kind of funny, especially how I like the chemistry and the bounce-off effect between Roderick and Greg, but especially between Rowley and Greg, because Greg's reactions to Rowley is hilarious. It's really funny, because Rowley has no idea he's this clueless little boy. And then they brought out this one. Now, this I have to say was the worst of the series. Because this is what I call running out of storyline. There was hardly any comedy in it. And I felt that the same stuff happened to Greg, but it was just stupid. It wasn't as funny as it should be. And I felt myself bored when watching it. I mean, I gave it a 2 star because it's still comedy and it's still a good story, but it's still, I felt they were going to end it there. And I thought, you know, this is the last one. They're not going to make another one. Please don't make another one because this is a disappointing one. It wasn't really a success as it should be. And now we go on to Long Haul. Why in the world did they do this? This was the most pointless idea I've ever heard. They shouldn't even made it. There was no point in it. It wasn't funny. It really wasn't. It was pointless. It was stupid. The characters were ridiculous. The story was weak. The direction was bad. I think one good point of this film was the stupid comedy. There was a point in the film where there was this really funny, stupid humour. But that's a reason why I'm giving this 1 star. Because there was some points in it that made me kind of chuckle. But apart from that, this film was a waste of time, and it bored the hell out of me. Alicia Silverstone plays Mrs. Heffley. Good actor, but I wasn't bothered in the slightest. Thomas Slott plays Frank Heffley. Good actor, but again, wasn't bothered in the slightest. Now you had Jason Brooks as Greg. This kid was absolutely stupid. He did not do well in the Greg role, and I didn't care. He wasn't as funny, he wasn't as wimpy. I don't know why they changed these actors, because they changed these actors for this one film. That's not even going to be a success. This is going to be a disaster, because in my eyes, nobody wants to see this. You'll be bored. This is a film for babies, not kids. Babies. I'm talking small, young children, toddlers, maybe. But, you know, this film, you will not be interested in the slightest. Adults will not want to see this. They actually don't buy it. You'll keep your money. Don't waste it. The scene is terrible. And, you know, what I like about these films is the chemistry between Roderick and Greg. There was no chemistry. And I wanted to see Roderick make his brother's life hell. But Roderick hardly did anything in this. He wasn't even funny. There was no point of him being in it. And Rowley you hardly saw. He was in a 5-minute scene. Why did you put him in it? It was pointless. He didn't need to be in it at all. Charlie Wright was the worst version of Roderick I'd ever seen. He looked stupid, ridiculous, and bad. And just terrible. Because the way his appearance was on screen, he looked like a bloody woman. Absolutely ridiculous. Rowley was not even needed in this. I didn't see the point of him being in it. They missed out 2 important characters that were in the book. Hardly any of the books survived this film. I'm giving it 1 star due to funny part. That's about it. Overall, guys, this is a complete disappointing failure. And I wouldn't watch it again. I wouldn't buy it again. I would probably watch it if it was on TV and nothing else was on and I was bored. That's, yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I think I would. But I wouldn't buy it. So overall, guys, this film, disappointment, rubbish, and kind of funny. So for all those reasons, I'm going to give Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul, 1 star. So Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. Have you guys seen it? Did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad? Let me know in the comment section below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you do like it. Share this video on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I'm already sharing these videos on Facebook, so if you'd like to see, if you want to find out when videos are out, when I've uploaded them, and you don't have me unsubscribed, have a look on Facebook. You'll see that I'm uploading these videos on Facebook for everyone to see. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, and you get to see more of my videos. Thanks everyone for watching. You guys have an amazing time your summer before you go back to school, university, and I will see you when I review another movie.